Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SPR Picks. West Brom welcomes Crystal Palace to the Hawthorns on Saturday, and joining us now to run through this match is SPR contributor and sports writer Kevin Stott. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hey, Natalie.
Now, West Brom are the favourites here, priced 1.95, the draw 3.6, and Crystal Palace 4.33. Both teams have 8 points, but we are still waiting on the outcome of the West Brom versus Manchester United match to see how that changes. But as it stands, who is your tip to win?
This is a tough game to handicap. This is really just it's sort of a toss-up, and therefore I looked at the line, and I think that the underdog has some value here. At plus 333, it was the highest I saw. I think Crystal Palace is almost worth a shot. It's like when you go to the grocery store and you see a bunch of bananas that are old, that are worth like a quarter. You wonder, is that a good deal? Should I pay 25 cents to get all those bananas? And this line jumped out at me. I think that it's a crapshoot, but they can win this game. And one thing I've thought about is they're going to have 2 days rest more because West Brom is playing right now at home. So they're going to have 4 days rest, and Crystal Palace is going to have 6 days rest. And I like the way Crystal Palace looked against Chelsea last year and this year, last Saturday. They played really feisty, and I know it's a gamble, but that's what we're talking about here. So I like the underdog, actually, even though it's really steep, but just for a modest amount.
Yeah, do you know, I agree, but I think that I would actually play Crystal Palace, draw no bet, price 3.25.
I saw that, and oh man, that's not fair to come up with better stuff than me. That's almost illegal that you could have better. That's just a great idea. I mean, I didn't think about that until you said it, and I think Crystal Palace, betting it that way, the no draw is actually almost perfection because you're getting the plus, you're avoiding the loss if there's a draw, and that's a great idea.
Yeah, and still 3.25. You know, if it comes in, you've still got their bet there. You've still got value there.
Yeah, I'd actually recommend that over what I wrote. That's what I wrote. The plus 33 is a little bit riskier, but the no bet is just brilliant. I mean, we don't have a lot of access to that in American markets, but for the people that bet offshore, it's just a brilliant tool if you know how to use it and you know when to use it. Yeah. And you've hit the nail on the head here. I think if I had an opportunity, I would definitely take Crystal Palace no bet draw. That's just brilliant.
Okay, now where do you stand on the over-under 2.5 goals here? Bearing in mind that West Brom have only conceded 4 at home. Obviously, this is before we count in the Manchester United game. I don't know what the score is yet. So the over is priced 2.1 and the under is priced 1.8. Where do you stand?
Well, an update on the game right now. West Brom is up 2-1 at the 80-minute mark. And in terms of the over/under, that's a really good point, and that's a tough call. But I think that both teams are going to find a way to score here, just because Crystal Palace is feisty. They know that they have to turn it up now. They have to. They'll probably will not be relegated. So they probably won't have to worry about that because they're a decent team. But this is the type of game that they can make some noise. If they can get 3 points on the road here at the Hawthorns, that would just be huge for their confidence. It would be huge for them mathematically. And it's in terms of, it's just a tough one. I think this could be a 1-1 game. So I really don't have a strong opinion, to be honest with you, on the 2.5 total.
Kind of agree with you there, and I think for that reason, my tip for this match is both teams to score, and that's priced 1.91 at Bet365. Both can score, both have leaky defenses. That's my tip. What's your approach to this match?
I think you're onto something there. I think it could be a 1-1 game. It could be 2-2. It could be 3-3. West Brom is going to be tired after this game. Like I said, they're only going to have 4 days rest. Crystal Palace is going to come in firing, and they need to get some goals. Fraser Campbell needs to – he's their leading scorer, but they need to start scoring some goals. Some of these teams in the English Premier League need to pick it up offensively to take pressure off their defense. And this is the time of the year that they need to do it. They've been playing 6 weeks already. It's getting winter won't be too far away. So the teams that are having trouble scoring need to pick it up, and therefore they're going to try as hard as they can to score. By doing that, they're going to leave room on the counterattack for the other team to score, which in reality is good for the both teams to score bets, because you have many more quality shots on target. You have many more open breakaways, and the line is always going to be 2.5. So if you can work backwards and think, are there going to be breakaways in this game? It's a good way to calculate, should I take both teams to score bet?
Yeah. All right, well, we've got plenty to consider here for this match. Kevin Stott, thank you for joining us today.
You're very welcome. Thanks, Natalie.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round. a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.